Insight Podcast.
From Clear English Channel.
Hey everyone! Welcome back to English Insight Podcast. I'm Tom, and today we're talking about something that might change the way you see English forever.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lily, and this topic is not just about learning English. It's about money, opportunity, and the size of the world you can reach.
Yeah, because two people can have the same skill but earn completely different money. So why does that happen?
Sometimes the difference is not the skill itself. It is the market you are in.
And English can change that.
Exactly. English can open doors to bigger markets, better clients, faster knowledge, and new income opportunities.
So in this episode, we're going to break that down step by step.
Let's get into it.
Let me start with something a little uncomfortable. Two people can have the same skill, but earn completely different money.
That's true.
One person may be very talented, hardworking, and serious about their work, but still make very little.
And the other person?
The other person may have the same skill, but somehow their income is much higher.
So the real question is, why?
Yeah, why does that happen?
Because income is not only about skill, it is also about where that skill is being sold.
The market.
Exactly. If you stay in a small market, your income can stay small too.
Even if you are good.
Yes, because a strong skill in a small market is still limited by the size of that market.
So the problem may not be the skill.
It may be the language.
Right.
English does not automatically make you rich, but it can move you into a much bigger space where bigger money exists.
So maybe you are not poor because of your skills. You are limited because of your language.
That is a strong way to say it, and for many people, it is the truth.
Okay, so if English is the key, what exactly does it unlock?
The global market,
Meaning?
meaning you are no longer limited to your local area. You can work with people, companies, and clients from all over the world.
So not just local jobs.
Exactly. A freelancer, a designer, a developer, a writer, a marketer, a content creator. All of them can earn more when they can reach international clients.
So the market is bigger.
Yes, and a bigger market usually means more demand, more opportunities, and often better pay.
So English does not create the money.
No, it gives you access to where the money already is.
That is a very different idea.
It is. Many people think English is just a subject in school, but in reality, it is a bridge
A bridge to what?
to the world, to international clients, to global jobs, to bigger opportunities.
So if I stay inside one small language space,
You may stay inside one small income space too.
same skill, different market, completely different income.
Exactly.
Let's make this more real. Imagine two people with the same skill.
Okay.
Let's say they are both designers, or both writers, or both developers.
Good example.
One of them only works in a local market. The other works internationally.
And the result can be very different
Very different.
because local customers usually have local prices, but global customers may have a much larger budget.
So the same work can be paid very differently.
Yes, not because the work suddenly became better, but because the audience changed.
That is powerful.
Generally, imagine a freelancer who starts small. They take low-paying jobs. They feel stuck. They think that is all their skill is worth.
That must feel frustrating.
Then they improve their English. They start talking to international clients. They understand better opportunities. They communicate more clearly.
And then?
Then their income can grow very fast.
Not because they became a different person.
But because they became visible to a different market.
Wow. So you're not underpaid.
You may be underexposed.
Underexposed.
Exactly. Your skill may already be good enough, But without English, fewer people can see it.
That changes everything.
It does, because English does not just help you speak, it helps people find your value.
So English opens the global market and helps people earn more through a bigger audience. But I feel like there is another huge advantage too.
There is.
Knowledge.
Exactly.
Because once you know English, you can learn much faster.
Yes, a lot of the best information on the internet is in English.
Like what?
Courses, books, research, tutorials, videos, professional advice.
So if you only understand one language, you are only seeing part of the world.
Exactly. And that means you may learn later than other people.
Later?
Yes, people who know English often get access to new ideas earlier. They learn earlier, they understand earlier, and because of that, they can act earlier.
And that can lead to money earlier too.
Exactly.
So English is not just about communication.
It is also about speed.
Speed?
Speed of learning, speed of understanding, speed of applying what you learn.
So if someone learns faster, they may also earn faster.
Often, yes,
That is powerful.
because in many fields, being early matters. If you understand a trend first, you can use it first. And when you use it first, you can earn first.
So English helps you move ahead because it helps you know before others do. Okay, so English helps you learn faster and reach a bigger market, but how does it create new money directly?
By opening new income streams.
New income streams?
Yes. Once you know English, you can do much more than one local job.
Like what?
You can create content for an international audience. You can write blogs or newsletters. You can build a YouTube channel in English. You can do affiliate marketing. You can sell digital products to people in different countries.
That is a lot of possibilities.
It is. And that is the point. English does not just help you find one client. It can help you reach an entire market.
So instead of depending on one small group of people,
You can connect with a much larger audience.
that means more chances to earn.
Yes, more chances, more visibility, more ways to grow.
And one piece of content can go much further in English.
Exactly. A single video, article, course, or product in English can reach people from many countries.
Wow, so English can multiply what one idea can do.
That is a good way to put it.
So it's not just about speaking.
It's about building assets that can earn for you.
That changes how I think about English completely.
Good, because English is not just a school subject, it can be a business tool.
There is still one thing I keep thinking about.
What is it?
Even if you have skill, and even if you have ideas, sometimes opportunities come from people.
Exactly.
So how does English help with that?
By expanding your network,
Network meaning?
the people you can talk to, the communities you can join, the mentors, clients, partners, and investors you can reach. When you know English, you're not stuck inside one small circle. You can connect with people who are more experienced, people who think bigger, people who can open doors for you.
That sounds huge.
It is, because many big opportunities do not come from skill alone. They come from relationships.
So if I cannot speak the language,
You may still be talented, but you may stay outside important conversations.
wow. So English is not just about speaking with foreigners.
It's about entering rooms you could not enter before,
That is a strong image.
because the right network can change your life. One conversation can lead to one opportunity. One opportunity can lead to another, and that can lead to income you never expected.
So English helps me meet better people.
And better people can lead you to better chances.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, skill matters, but connection matters too, and English helps you build both.
So let me see if I understand this correctly. English can open the global market, help me learn faster, create new income streams, and expand my network?
Exactly.
That is a lot more than just passing an English test.
It is. That's why this language can change so much more than people expect.
I feel like we are getting to the deeper point now.
We are.
So, why do so many people still stay poor even when they work hard?
Because hard work alone is not enough if the way you use that work is too limited. And that's exactly what we'll talk about next.
You know, there is still one question that keeps coming back to me.
What is it?
Why do so many people work really hard but still stay poor?
That is a very important question.
Because sometimes it feels unfair. Some people work all day, they try their best, but nothing really changes.
Yes, and one reason is that many people learn English the wrong way.
Wrong way.
They treat English like a school subject only. Grammar, vocabulary, exercises, tests. But they do not connect it to money, opportunity, or real life.
So they are learning, but not using it as a tool.
Exactly.
And then it becomes easy to give up.
Yes, because when people cannot see the purpose, they lose energy.
That makes sense.
But the truth is, not everyone who learns English becomes rich.
Of course.
But people who know how to turn English into a tool for earning have a much bigger advantage.
So the difference is not only effort.
It is strategy.
That changes the way I see everything.
In what way?
Before, I thought English was something I should study because I had to. But now it feels different.
How different?
Now I see it as a business tool, a way to reach bigger markets, a way to learn faster, a way to build something bigger.
Exactly.
So it is not just about getting a better score.
No,
It is about building a better future.
that is the shift.
I used to say I study English because I should.
And now?
Now I would say I study English because it can change my income.
That is a powerful mindset shift.
Yeah, because once you see English that way, everything feels more meaningful.
Exactly. You stop seeing it as a burden and start seeing it as leverage.
Leverage.
Something that helps you do much more with the same effort.
Wow, that is a very different way to think.
And it can change your life.
So if I bring everything together, English opens the global market,
Yes.
it helps you get paid based on bigger opportunities,
Yes.
it helps you learn faster because you can access better knowledge,
Exactly.
it helps you create new income streams,
Yes.
and it helps you build a stronger network.
That is right.
So English is much more than a subject,
It is a door.
a door to bigger money, bigger ideas, and bigger opportunities.
Exactly. English does not magically make you rich, but it can help you enter places where bigger money already exists.
Wow, that is a strong way to think about it.
It is also the truth for many people.
So maybe the real problem is not that people do not work hard enough.
Often, it's that they're working hard in too small a space. And English can help you step into a bigger one.
You may not become rich just by learning English.
But without it, you may never reach the room where bigger money exists.
That is a powerful ending.
And that's all for today on English Insight Podcast.
Thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time.